Chef K here, and welcome to our first episode on YouTube showing my stuff, my fun recipes that we're going to be making to show you how to do it at home real quick. You're welcome to cook along with me if you want. I'm going to show you all the ingredients here to get together, and then we'll get right on rolling with the food, okay? So today we're creating my deconstructed sushi roll, I call it. It's a shrimp tempura roll, but we actually make it into a sushi bowl. You know how you always love sushi? I love sushi, but you got to be able to roll it all up, and that takes a lot of time. This is going to show you a quick, easy way. Put it all together, same flavors, same great taste, same fresh veggies, putting it together and making it taste great quick. Cotton candy good to go. Let's make a sushi bowl. Here we go, here we go. All right. Hey, Chef K here. I'm going to show you the ingredients and we're going to put together our shrimp tempura sushi bowl. Are you ready? All right, let's check out the ingredients we've got set out here. So we're going to start off by doing our shrimp. We're going to roll it up in some spices and some panko, and we're going to cook it here in my handy dandy air fryer, which is going to keep it a little bit healthier for you, not so much oil and grease. So we're going to use that. Then we're going to take it out, pop it in with some nice brown rice, with some carrots, some cabbage, some avocado, some green onion, and all you basically have to do after we do the wasabi sauce and some Sriracha Mayo is just pour in just a touch of that soy sauce over the top, and you're ready to roll. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to want to do is put together our shrimp. So we're going to get it together with 1 egg in a bowl. We're going to whisk that up so we can coat our shrimp in that, and then we're going to have it with our panko. All right, so we're going to put our shrimp in, get it good and coated. Perfect. Now, of course, I'm touching the raw shrimp, so I want to make sure that I get my hands washed here real quick. Once I get it done like this, get it good and coated in there, and then we're going to set that aside for a second until we get our panko breading ready. So we're just going to take a gallon-sized baggie. We're going to dump our panko in there. There we go. Very good. All right, we're going to put that in. Then we got our spices, which is just a little bit of garlic salt and a little bit of garlic powder. And if you want the recipe, you'll be able to find the full one under the comment section right below this video, okay? So what we want to do is shake that up a little bit, let those spices get all blended in with the panko. Then we're going to come in with the shrimp, and we're going to take that, put that in here, and we'll be able to shake it up and get it really good and coated. And then we'll lay it on our racks, and it goes into our air fryer. Like I said, this air fryer is my new kitchen gadget. I love playing with all kinds of kitchen toys. And this one is so fantastic that you don't even have to put any oil to it, and it still makes crispy, nice fried foods. I'll be right back. We're going to get those ready and put the shrimp on the rack, and we'll put it in there and get it started, okay? So we've got our panko in here, our shrimp in here, and now we're just tossing the coat. Shake and bake, I call it, right? You remember that back in the day, and now I'm showing my age, but here we go. We're gonna get it all nice together and coated in there. That makes it perfect, and then we'll just be able to take it out and plop it on the rack. Make sure you're kind of moving it around, squeezing it a little bit to kind of get those breadcrumbs to stick in on there, okay? Perfect. Let's get it on the rack and get it cooking up. Okay, now we're placing this really nicely on this rack. Now, if you don't have one of these air fryers at home, no worries. You can actually, if you wanted to, and even make it fast, if you wanted to not even do it with fresh shrimp, you can get the already pre-breaded in the grocery store and heat it in the oven. But I recommend if you can do the fresh shrimp, go for it. You can still roll it in panko, and you can put it in about a 400-degree oven. Let it crisp up and get nice and cooked up, and it'll be perfect for you that way. The air fryer is great, but the oven will work for you perfect. What you want to do if you do use the oven is try to have a rack that you can set up on a cookie sheet, some kind of baking rack that you can do that so that it gets the air circulated through, because otherwise the bottom will end up a little bit soggy while the top's getting crisped up. So we're going to get this in here. Look at that. We've got some beautiful looking shrimp, all crispy and nice. Oh yeah. Now we're going to place it in our fryer and we'll get it started cooking. And while we do that, we'll put together some of our toppings for it. Slide it right in. See, this is how this does. The air fryer has that. You turn it on. I put it right on the fry, and that way it's set at 400, and it kicks right in and starts cooking up. There it goes. Now, let's get our toppings ready. Meet me back here in a sec. Okay, we're going to start getting our toppings ready while that's cooking up. You can hear it in there. It's getting all nice and perfect. We're going to start out with an avocado. What I like to do when we're doing avocados is just want to make that nice cut right along there. And then we just give it a twist. And you've got your beautiful avocado. Look at that. Oh, yeah. So we're just going to slide our spoon down in there and separate that from the shell itself. Pop it right out like that. Look at that. Perfect. Turn it just like that. And we're going to do some nice little slices that we're going to be able to layer on our sushi bowl. And it's going to make it beautiful along the top. So that's ready to go. We can just fan it out. It'll be perfect and ready to go on there. Now, whenever you are doing the avocados, while we're waiting on the shrimp to do our thing and we're making toppings, you can also just, if you have to do the other half, lock your knife in there, a little twist like that, takes the seed right out of there, perfect. And if you're making guacamole, another little fun K-hack. Once you've made some guacamole, you make it fresh, and we'll have one of those episodes coming up soon too, because I got my south of the border food we're rocking. But once we get that going, always keep your pit when you make the guacamole like that, because you know how it kind of gets that funny brown? Well, you can actually keep the pit, put it in the guacamole itself once it's done, and it helps maintain that color, as well as using the lemon juice in there to preserve it. Just a little tip out there. We'll get to that sometime soon. All right, so we're going to put together a Sriracha Mayo that we like to put over the top of this dish while the shrimp's finishing up. I'm going to show you how to make homemade mayonnaise. 4 ingredients, perfect way to do it. We're going to grab an egg first. 1 egg. And a lot of times you're going to hear people saying that you have to get that at room temperature and all that. Not with this method. We're ready to go. So we're just going to take that egg, put it right in here. I like to use an old mason jar. Makes you feel like we're having mayonnaise, right? So then we're going to pour just in 1 cup of olive oil. Perfect. And then we're going to go with the juice of a lemon. We're going to do half a lemon. Put it in our juicer here. Catches all the seeds. One of my favorite gadgets. I know you've seen me use it. Half a lemon and the juice of all that right in there, squeezed in. And we've got our emulsion blender, and we're going to put in a little bit of salt. Just a little pinch of that. You can use sea salt. You can use anything you want. Your favorite. If you're going low sodium, don't worry about it. And then we just put it down, and this is the quick and fun, easy way. You'll never go back to jarred mayonnaise again. So we're just going to hold it like this. And look at that. We're making mayo right there. Perfect. After you've held it on the bottom just a little bit, I'm going to swirl it around and get that last little bit of olive oil in there. And we're done. Look at that. Just like that. That's simple. You've got creamy, delicious mayo that's actually can make into any garlic aioli. You can add garlic. You can add a little bit of bacon grease if you want. Oh, now I got your attention. Yeah, we're infusing it. You can get all kinds of different flavors. Play with it. But today we're going to do sriracha because we're going to use that for our sushi bowl. So we'll be back with you in just a minute. I'll show you how to put all this together. So we've got our nice mayonnaise. I've taken it out of the jar there. We're going to put just a little bit of sriracha in here to bring just a touch of heat. What we want to do is stir that around. And I also like to use just a little apple cider vinegar. Pour just a touch in. And this makes a beautiful sauce to go over this sushi bowl. And it brings a nice pop and a little bit of heat to it. So we're going to get that stirred in. And then what I like to do is I put it in a squirt bottle. Now, when you come back here in just a second, we're going to put this whole dish together. It's going to be colorful. It's going to be fantastic. It's sushi in a bowl. All right, it's time to put the final touches together and put this bowl together for you and your guests or your family, whichever you're doing. Now, I have just some brown rice here, which I prefer to use rather than the actual sticky rice that they have. You can put it together, just put it right in the bowl. And you can make this awful fancy if you want to, if you wanted to get like some little rings and make it in a perfect ring. But I'm just going to show you how to kind of put it together today like this. So we're going to do a little bit of rice. Looking good. Palette that out, kind of get it nice and round in your bowl, ready to go. Then we're going to come with a little bit of shredded cabbage. And you can actually buy shredded cabbage already in the bag if you want to. But I just went ahead and cut it up myself. We're going to put that on there so it brings another little crunch to it. A little bit of cabbage. Perfect. Excellent. Looking good. All right. Now we're going to get our shrimp, which we did in the air fryer. And look at this. Perfectly golden, crispy, yum-maliciousness right there. We're going to put our shrimp right in here. Lay that right in there. And you can just get the, already peeled deveined if you want. Do everything yourself. We're going to give them 4 or 5 pieces here. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Nice. And then we're going to go for our colors. We're going to bring in some nice carrot. Just the same thing that you see rolled up in the sushi rolls. Let's get some good crunch there with that. A little bit of carrot. And you remember our avocado. We're going to fan that out. And do just a little bit of avocado in here. We slide it in just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Fan that out. Perfect. Boom. Nice. So we're going to first do, remember the Sriracha Mayo. I'm going to get that on here. So that's the Sriracha Mayo, and we want to just give it a nice little ziggy zig. It is looking good. Then we're going to finish up with a little bit of wasabi. You remember how you have the wasabi in there? So we're going to do that and give it a nice little bring a little horseradish heat to it there. Perfect. And then we're going to top it off with, like how I like to do, putting those nice green onions on there, chopped on the bites a little bit, tossing that in. And it's time to take it to the table. Look at that. Oh yeah, the deconstructed sushi bowl. Let's go eat. So we've got our sushi bowl. It's time to eat. And now we just pour just a little bit of soy or tamari on there. And it brings it all together as the perfect sushi bowl. What are you thinking? I'm thinking it's time to dig in. Oh yeah, little sip of wine. It came together quick, and it's a great dinner for everybody. And now I'm going to enjoy. Remember, as I always say, do try this at home. Mm.